much meant for loving, leaving.
My tripod. Oh, I used to love these books. Okay, week 8 of Artist Way was week 7 was recovering a sense of connection. It's only been 2 days since I started this week, but I'm finishing it already. I was writing in my journal about it because, I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to do the tasks, I'm doing the exercises, all these things. And the main big themes of this week was perfectionism and jealousy. So I wrote in my diary a little bit about how I feel with these topics and how it's like kind of affecting my life. And I wanted to cut this week short because I honestly didn't feel like it was going to benefit me too much to dig into it, because I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I'm not a jealous person and I don't have perfectionist tendencies. I'm gonna read out loud what I wrote in my journal. I am not a perfectionist. It wouldn't hurt if I tried my best a little bit more. I first came to understand like this perfectionist tendencies in people when I was a young teenager and we started having grades in school, and I saw how it mattered so much to so many people. And at the time it obviously mattered to me a little bit, like I wanted to have good grades, but more so just to not look stupid in front of everyone else, because like it mattered so much to them. And then over the years, when I became an older teenager, I started giving less and less and less of a fuck. It's like I don't give a fuck about grades. I'm here to learn, and I'm gonna put in effort where I want to put in effort, and elsewhere, fuck off. So I was a bit of a rebellious person in that way. It gets to a point where now I'm understanding that it is fine to put effort in a little bit, which I do, but I know my potential and I know I'm not there. Like, I know what I could do and I know what I am doing. And I think it's very important to be like, some areas of life, you just have to just do it, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and it's fine, just get it done. That is great, and I have that mentality down. But when it comes to things that I actually care about, it's okay to push myself a little bit. And so I think that's the main lesson from this perfectionism thing. With that being said, it's not like I never do my best. So it's not a big thing. It's not a big deal, and I am very at peace with perfectionism because I don't have it. If anything, it actually pisses me off when I'm around, like if I'm working with perfectionist people, I'm like, you do you, but I'm not putting an extra word, like what the fuck, like it's already fine. I'm very like, let's just do it as much as I can, and yes, I can try my best a little bit more, but at some point it's like you only are as good as you are right now, so just do it, get it done, and then learn anything you can from it. Like, I really don't give a fuck about making mistakes. So anyways, the next point was jealousy. When it comes to jealousy, I think it's like a feeling I used to have a lot more in the past. I don't genuinely feel it that often anymore. It only comes out on days where I might feel a little bit insecure in myself anyways. But for the most part, like, there are a few reasons why I just don't feel jealousy. One, I believe that there's more than enough for anyone or for everyone. What I want, exactly what I want in my life, in every detail. No one in this world wants exactly the same as me in every sense of it, Like, that's just not possible. We all have like slightly different desires and wants and needs. So there's no one's gonna take my place anywhere. Second, I would never be jealous of people I know in real life, because once you know someone, even if they have something you want, I also know their full life a bit more. I know as much as they tell me and show me, but even with limiting knowledge, like, I know that I would not want to trace life with anyone, because that also means I have to trade problems, and I have to trade like I have to get it with a full package, and whatever they have there I don't have yet, is just not worth it. So I just don't envy anyone genuinely. But it really comes down to that I think that there is space for everyone. Like, someone getting something I want is not taking my place ever. I wrote something more in in my notes in my computer. I don't really relate so much to these topics. I don't feel like doing the exercises of this week because I feel like I just don't want to dig too much in the past. Like, I really, that's the thing, like, that's my main issue with this book, is that for me, I am already at peace with the past. I've worked on that for years, and I, especially like the last couple of years, I really have let go and forgiven, and just like, I just don't care. Like, it's just, why should I do it again? I'm fine with, I'm at peace with it. So I don't really do the exercises that don't speak to me, and I think that's okay. And it's not because I'm avoiding it, it's because I've already done it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need to do it again. I don't feel, if I think of like, of course, if I really start thinking of someone doing me wrong in the past, I might feel it, but I have to really dig deep because I don't mind. Like, if I'm thinking of like mean things that someone said to me when I was 12, I don't care anymore. I'm like, yeah, they were insecure, they had their own things going on, they had problems at home, blah blah blah. I don't care. Like, I don't identify with it. I wrote in my notes at some point, I don't think it's healthy processing to keep going back and relive the past over and over and over again. I have found the lessons I need from the past, but at some point, let the past be where it is. Like, it doesn't exist anymore. We only have the now, you know. It's like, and also pulling from memory, it's really based on how you feel in this moment. I think because I feel pretty good in this moment, I don't think of my negative memories as much. I also understand like all the things I went through this past year alone. Like, I understand like why I went through it, and you know, I'm doing things differently to not feel the same way as I did back then. I'm taking different actions. Anyway, just a rant about not being dictated by the past. Okay, and then also I wrote that I don't feel bound to it, and why would I force it? Oh my god, I got a package. Okay, so I do want to continue this book. I think the last few weeks I've sounded like a bit of a hater on the book. I don't hate the book. I think, you know, you're gonna get from it based on what you are. And I think when I did it for the first time, like a couple years ago almost, it was a bit more like mind-blowing to me. And I also found it more helpful. But I think I've done so much of these things that are in the book on my own without even, you know, like following like a template or anything. Just like, it just happened naturally. What I kind of like came to the conclusion of is, for me, going inward and really sitting with my feelings, even though it's uncomfortable still, it's not that uncomfortable for me anymore. I've done it so much, especially the last year. It's not a challenge. Like, I know how to do it. And I think this book is like kind of challenging people who are not maybe used to sitting with their own emotions, or, you know, looking inward. So it can be really helpful. And I think it also, maybe the last few chapters have just not spoken to me, and that's okay. I'm gonna keep doing it because I want to finish what I started. Like, maybe I could get something out of it, because I remember the first few weeks I was more like, oh my god, this is so cool, I'm so excited to do like this kind of journey, a challenge, just like, you know, following like a 12-week program, so fun. Now I'm just like, yeah, there's nothing that I haven't done before. I mean, I've obviously done this book before, but like a lot of these themes, yeah, I mean, all this self-doubt, I have self-doubt, of course, but so far the last few chapters have not really been what I struggle with, which is okay. Yeah, I think I'm just like in a phase of life where I'm starting to be less interested in being like introspective in the way that I have been before. I don't like digging anymore. I don't like my journal. I think that at some point I'm supposed to read back into my journal, which by the way looks like shit because I bring it everywhere. And I write a lot, like I journal a lot, but very positive stuff. A lot of times it's like gratitude lists. Like, it's really a hug to myself, kind of, and like it's a really nice like book, you know. Like, I wouldn't be crying reading this. Like, not tired of like introspection, but I think I get it now. Like, I understand that it's really kind of simplistic in a way. Like, if you put in effort to be optimistic, positive, talk to yourself in a kind way, talk to other people in a kind way, be patient. Like, you know, like, it is a lot of work, and it's very hard work. And some days are easier than others, for sure. But I don't know, I'm not so like in this like deep inner work where I want to dig into the past era. Yeah, so far this is week 7. I am speeding through it because I don't want to prolong it too much. I want to take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and then I just kind of want to like keep up the promise to myself of like finishing the book, but without dragging it out for no reason. So yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.